It starts off in a 9x6. You might know a couple guys who live life like this. His name's Duce. He gets out tomorrow. He got one night left. 3-4 pistol. He did a nice little stretch. The near future's kinda shaky, cause his life is a mess. He can't sleep the night before, he's a wreck. No easy rest, he keeps thinking about he needs an address. If you look outside tomorrow night, he might be asleep on your steps. A lot of guys be looking forward to hot and steamy sex, but they don't have to worry about how they eatin' next. What blocks Duce from seeing success? He's relatively young, 23 I would guess. He's smarter than the average square, his speech is correct, but for some reason his potential never reaches its best. He can blame it on the streets, he can blame it on the family tree. Who's to blame that he can't sleep on these raggedy sheets? He's tossing and turning, practically free. He pictures the world in front of him collapse at his feet. 8 hours and he's back on the street with no feeling of peace, feeling consumed by his feeling of greed. Duce knows it's gonna be hard. He tries to push it to the back of his brain. As he stares out the bars, he minimizes his emotions cause they tear him apart. He can't think of one friend to help him carry his cross. Ever since he barely could crawl, he been around his surroundings with shaky grounding, but he rarely would fall. Some life, last chance, one more strike. He prays to God and hopes he helps him out just one more time. The sun's rise in the morning of. Duce wonders if he's ready for his real life yet. The world is rough. He takes a deep breath cause he knows that it's up. Inmate 882017, pack your bags, roll it up, roll it up. And then my Duce say, he takes a breath of fresh air and savors it. Steps off the bus onto the pavement, smelling the fragrances. Nothing like home sweet home when you've been chained to shit. True shit, Duce nearly forgets that he can't pay the rent. He finds a bench and he sits down. Then he walks over to the phone booth to try to reach his pen pal. He picked the phone up, called the bitch house, thinking, God damn, the phone's is 50 cents now? No one answers. He hangs up, redials, 2 rings, she answers, he smiles. Keisha, I'm free, I'm out. No, I'm not lying. That's on my mama, girl. Don't leave me downtown. She agrees to pick him up, but ask him if he got a plan. Told him he can't stay at her house all night because she got a man. He like, fuck you then, phony bitch. They get to driving. He tell her, never mind then. Just take me to the homie's crib. His old friend showed him nothing but love, though he looked a little skinny, like he been fucking with drugs. He let him stay there. A week had passed. Pride won't let him borrow another dime. He needs some cash. His patience turns to anger extremely fast. He plans to rob the next nigga who comes scheming past. And he does. Knock the nigga out and runs through his pants. And only gets 200 in cash. As luck would have. Oh boy, he called the police. See? And they went up to the pad. God damn, only a week and he got cuffs on his hands. I can't believe that he got himself stuck in this jam. Damn. Young Duce better take it like a G back to the county on a robbery. He's facing strike 3. Damn. Young Duce better take it like a G back to the county on a robbery. He's facing strike 3. What would you do? Fresh out, no place to doo-doo, not a dollar in your pocket, can't afford a box of Fruit Loops. Then you run across a deuce, and the dude selling it, all he wants is 2 rubes. You done already shot somebody and caught a robbery. You wish you could change, but you can't. You're just too ornery. You got one more striking you out, but you don't give a fuck. You screaming, give me life without. Now Duce is in the booth, talking to his attorney. His lawyer tells him, good news, son, not to worry. You're lucky it's not a burglary. They don't like those much, but they're willing to do a deal. 204 months. Duce gets to adding his fear at a max. 204 months? How many fucking years is that? 17? 17? The fuck do you mean? You must be high. I ain't signing that thing. Son, trial's in a week, and if you lose, these dudes is gonna give you that strike 3. As your lawyer, I'd advise you to plea. You're going down. Duce looked at him and said, we're going to trial. A week and a half later, Duce is frightened as hell, waiting for a verdict, biting his nails. The case is kinda shaky. He might get away if he convinced the jury he's not a robber, he's not a crazy thief. His word against his word. The verdict is reached. The whole courtroom rise to his feet. Duce knows that he's cooked. A tear drips from his eye to his cheek. He almost didn't hear the sentence that said they're letting him free. Not guilty, sir. You're welcome to leave. Shocked and amazed like, sheesh, it's been a hell of a week. Got on the phone. Hey, Keish, I'm coming to see my son. And don't worry about money. I ain't gonna ask you for none. Before she has a chance to answer, he just hangs up and runs. Didn't knock when he got there. He just walked in the front. And there she was with her mouth on the little glass tube smoking crack with little man in the room. Damn it, Duce. He grabbed her by the neck and tried to choke her to death. He didn't even see her reach her hand in her bag. It's too late now to take back what she did. She missed Duce by an inch, but she blasted her kid. What would you do?
Damn. I didn't know you were going to do a storyteller style shit.
Try to tell you.
Shit, I didn't know you was the real, what's her name? A rap.
The real